So now we are at the ring motorway, and this is Paxa Rupiana again. And here you see all the Libyan road and all the industrial zone we have been going through. Now we are seeing, basically we are passing Pristina on the western side, and this would be actually one day a whole motorway ring road. Now half of it is ready from the south to the west to the north, and that's already quite an achievement. I think it's really impressive. You see as well that there is a lot of agriculture and a lot of commercial along the southern exit of Pristina. I showed you a video of that side already when we were entering on the first day. Now you see basically in the afternoon it's sunny again. I think this bad weather is over, and you see also what's the main industry. It's agriculture and construction material. There's a huge construction material site, and as the world is booming in construction now, and the construction material will be needed, and also here in agriculture and then the food industry. That's of course the two big industries next obviously to the summer tourism season for the returning diaspora, which is very big, and the IT industry. It's quite clearly that these are the four major sectors, and also there is some aspects of a metal industry, but that's much stronger. The metal and the textile is much stronger in Macedonia. Here actually the main industries is agro-food and is IT industry emerging very strongly. I will also try to make an interview with this leading entrepreneur in the digital effort, and you will see that these are the various sectors which are really booming, and they are very logical in a way as a priority for the donor community since years, and also quite logical from the existing structure of the economy. There is too less attention to the construction material sector and to the construction sector at all. That's somehow not fancy. Everybody talks about tourism only, but also about agro-food. Obviously there was massive support, and there will be more, and that's true. And about the IT sector, that is obviously also still behind Serbia, Romania, Bulgaria, even Macedonia, but it's going and it's coming up. And I will also try to bring you some of the overviews about the IT sector, what is already happening. What is of course very good here from Vienna, Van Bashka de Taret, and that's the term they have for the diaspora. And that's basically somebody coming back in the summer, bringing his money and buying apartments, and then investing, subsidizing his family and spending the summer holidays back here, and then living the big life for 2 weeks, while then returning by car back to Vienna, Germany, Switzerland. This is in Belgium. These are the main areas here. I would like to tell you that Chilan highway, that's of course not ready by now, but that's a major achievement, and up there was written Mitrovica. That's of course what is missing. There is no political agreement for the Northern Highway, and that should be done up to, I want to drive here one day where they have the sign Sarajevo on. When there is very clear that the road will go to Sarajevo, then I will be happy, and that will be the day when the highway goes directly Mitrovica, Leposavic, then Novi Pazar, and then off to Visegrad in Bosnia, and to the beautiful place of Sarajevo. And then the two victims of the Serb aggression, the major victims, Sarajevo, here you see, and Pristina are connected. Here you see the center of the town over there, with this big Alba group, the Albanian construction industry, which is then doing this beautiful 40 towers. Here you see the line towards Albania, and this huge agriculture potential, the many fields here. We are now on the, again, we are maybe, how can I say, transiting and seeing all this commercial development in the south. This is the south of Pristina, and there's many of these so-called residences, gated communities, American style, which is the big hit here for the developers. They all want to live in this kind of residential complexes, which is of course, so it's nice, and there's nothing bad about it. And when you like to live here or in an apartment, of course there are so many apartments here, and here you see this new single houses in this very beautiful villa complexes, quite a lot of them actually. You see here from the motorway, one by one, very big. Priam is the developer, I see that here now. And then you see what is happening here at the outskirts and how Pristina is transforming quite enormously, and obviously like a boom town. I have not shown you the part which I call Manhattan. You will probably say I exaggerate. That's what some people say in the comments. But when you look here, this Manhattan style Pristina development, do I exaggerate? I'm not sure. Here you see very well this Alba group in the center, in the Manhattan, close to Peyton. It's quite a lot of building. Here Sunny Hill, yeah, I think it's visible to be seen. And then I'm not sure what you can see here. No, there's nothing to be seen, but here another building. But we are entering now, and Shell is there. That's always a good sign that we have branded petrol station with the international competence. Shell, to my knowledge, is then the first international chain which has started here in Kosovo. It's outlet and retail services, and that's a very good sign for Kosovo that the retail sector in the petrol industry is here. And obviously the banking sector is here since the beginning, so that's quite an old story. But Shell is relatively new. I didn't see them like here. And then we are here at this highway towards entry towards Pristina. That's the road forward to Gračanica. We have been there already in this hotel Gračanica. You have seen it here, the Albi Mall, and some other malls. Down there is the Pristina Mall, and here we are entering now the main part of the city and this major shopping center. I've been there many times. It's very beautiful. And here you see some of the other developments. A lot of building. Viva Fresh, that's one of the biggest domestic retail outlets. And here at Grand Store, one of the other big shopping centers here in the south. And a lot of private hospitals, because the medical care in the private hospitals is very good already. That's quite developed. Here you see the table towards Mitrovica, where we have been today, and also Stime, and much has been developing here. And here the Pristina, no, the Albi Mall, that's another retail outlet which has gone big time now. Today everything seems to be closed due to Bayram. So here, and now I like this actually very much. And here's some of the brands here, KFC, Burger King and Usk, they are here already, and Weiland as well. That's always good for investors to know. And here again, you have seen, I think several times I showed you already, this kind of amazing city, Pristina, the boom town of freedom, where the buildings are high, like there, the Alba Group, the biggest ones, and this unique transformance of a very poor periphery outlet occupied by Serbia for too long. And they are now free, and they are building from the firm fundament of the euro. They are transforming their future into a kind of America here in the Balkans. And obviously it's a very pro-American place. Not at least they have even, they call them the hospitals, American hospital, because that's obviously always the Hospital American. And that's another building, I don't know. That's a new building, I have no idea. I have to ask. Here actually this flag, the Albanian flag, it's the square for the Albanian flag. That's why it is here. And I was explained also this one at my last video when I made the remark. And here the Victory Statue, I think you have seen already. And if you followed one of my first videos, you have seen already the beautiful, that's a medical university. That's a very big complex of the medical university and the university hospital. Very amazing. I've been there as well. Some things not so amazing, but okay. I prefer than the private hospitals. And I was always in American hospital, and something was with the children or other issues. Here a big parking center, and that's the city entrance. I think you have seen already, but I will close with the cathedral, because it is and stays amazing. It's such a beautiful sight, and I'm very happy to show you this amazing cathedral in the center of a country which is obviously celebrating Bayram, and many people of the Muslim belief, but also many people of the Christian belief. and it's a tolerant, multi-ethnic and religiously fully tolerant country. You can believe whatever you want here and nobody will do you any harm. It's ready for Europe in that aspect. It is built by the Europeans, it's secured by the Americans, it was liberated by the Americans, and it's ready for Europe. People really want to be in Europe. If we don't take them as a country, they will come themselves. And I think that is not the idea of European unification, that everybody moves completely everywhere. No, that would be much better to have the accession in this decade, in 2029. I repeat myself, I hope you excuse myself, 2029 is absolutely doable, and we will be much more successful if we do that. Again, the Alba Group, huge tower, impressive. I might be able to go there and to see what's actually happening. Here they will build a big mosque with help from Turkey, and here the big cathedral, which is already finished, and on the other side the university building. I think they're extending it now as well, and that's also in the process. Here some of the retail outlets, and here you see also maybe the difference to North Kosovo. When I cross the Iber bridge, you can pass easily, but here in Pristina every single retail spot is full with business, and now it's closed today for the holiday, but it's in principle open. In North Mitrovica, unfortunately, most of the retail shops are closed, yeah? And you see that they are closed forever, because there is only Diaspora coming here there to celebrate in the summer. There is no year-long business in the north of Kosovo because of the sad situation that they are basically taken hostage by Vučić regime as a kind of whatever he wants to draw back time and fulfill some dreams of Milosevic. This is whatever. There is now an extension of the university. That will be also very beautiful, but I don't know what is going on. I will have to ask. That's Peyton here, that area. That's where the nightlife is and much of the coffees and bars. I will see if we will be there the coming days. And here you see beautifully the center of the town and the Mother Teresa Street, the Grand Hotel. If you looked at some of the videos, you watched some of the videos, you already recognize it, and it is actually very beautiful. Today not a lot of activity due to holiday, and still the Grand Hotel is not privatized. I made a video about that one already. So soon you will see. I will now the next day is not to make so many videos, because most of the things I wanted to show you I have showed you already, and it's not such a big city, so it's also not such a big problem to have Kosovo in the European Union, similar like Montenegro, Macedonia. This is all very small countries and very easy to integrate in our structures. I'm not talking about Turkey with more than 80 something millions. No, this is all countries from 500,000 to maximum 2.5. The only major country with 7 million is Serbia. And actually, to make the point, Serbia is also in principle ready economically. It's just the political questions which are the problem over there. And here the political questions are solved. Here it's basically the economic future which is so urgent to bring. But it's everything is actually, when you see around, it looks very good here. Over there there's a lot of investment, there's hope, and there is belief. You have seen it quite differently, I think, in the north of Kosovo, and that's the problem there, because all this policy of Vučić is keeping this country back. Here the newborn sign, I have made this already. Here the memorial for the war-related victims. Here Madame Albright, the big hero of Kosovo. And here also some of the central sites. The beer festival was a very big success, and here a lot of people crossing the street and imposing themselves on traffic, whatever. That's called Police Avenue. That's the central police headquarter here of Kosovo. Whenever you have to register as a foreigner, this is here, and here is also where the main police is. And here was one part of this center to go out. Basically, I will now then go to show you some of the main sites inside the city, and I will see, I think most of it's closed, but I will make a small Rugova walk to the Independence Museum. I think it will be closed, but I nevertheless will try to show you some of these things. This was the former OSCD building. I think it's now the it's some other rule of law institutions here. Raiffeisen, of course, very big. Coca-Cola and Spar coming soon. That's also good news. Spar coming soon. Austrian retail is coming to Kosovo. That's also very good. Here some other retail and activity. And soon this day is ending. The first big tour for the north and the center of Kosovo is ending. Thanks a lot for your attention. Here you see the municipality, and on this Bayram and the celebration day, I think this tour was very good. I will do a second tour now, but walking, and keep you posted on the development. We are now in UCK Street. That's the name of that street. And I'm going back to a hotel. Here is the municipality. And now, if you followed some of my videos and you know the city, you can already recognize all these places. This is one of the smaller streets here, unfortunately. They have not renovated it so much. And there needs also much to be done here in the next term for the next 4 years of the mayor of Pristina. Hopefully a more ambitious man will run this city. I heard a London-based Kosovo architect. He has good chances, and let's hope that he will do much of the work which is needed to clean this city up to European level, and it will be. And that's my over and out here. More to come. Best regards from Pax Europiana. Thank you. Bye.